Don't believe there's any adjustments left.
Okay. And I will start collecting the hours.
Vincent, you're gonna want to shout. It's hard to hear you over here.
Oh, I was talking to Celestine. I'm just collecting everyone's hours right now.
Oh.
Welcome into our bi-weekly meeting. Thank you all for coming. There are a couple things that I would like to talk to everyone about. Nobody's in trouble, don't worry. Not yet, at least. The first thing I want to talk about is workplace conduct with your fellow employees here. Your coworkers are just that, your coworkers. So please be kind to them. Do not speak down to them. And if there is a concern,
If you guys get a female that comes up to the hospital in blue clothing, she's a suspect in a house robbery. She took off with a bunch of ICE members. I think it's like blue hair or something.
Okay, we are not currently on duty. We're just having our meeting, so we don't have anyone really out in the hospital. But if we'll look if we are around after, okay?
Yeah, I've just said just if she appears, it would be nice if you guys tell us. That's all.
Okay.
as
This
I was
is also
saying,
something I want to touch on, but go ahead, Ricky.
if there's an issue between a coworker of yours, please bring it up to a higher up and we will deal with it accordingly. Do not take matters into your own hands, as you can step on somebody's toes and leave a bad impression. We want everyone here to work in harmony. First and foremost, we are a hospital and we're here to help the patients in need, not to bicker and fight amongst each other. Do I make myself very clear?
Crystal.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hey, can I call you back? Sorry, in a minute.
Hey, is that all, Ricky?
On that subject, yes.
Do you have anything else you would like to?
One more thing. As you all know, our uniform here is very relaxed, and I know that all of us enjoy the benefits of that. I would like to keep it that way, but please remember while you're on duty, if somebody comes into the hospital and does not know that you're medical staff, you are not dressed for your job. That being said, please wear a badge or a stethoscope, something that easily,
Preferably both.
yes, something that easily is recognizable as a member of staff here. That's all.
Okay. I want to touch on something. With the wardens now back instated and active, we're going to see an increase in activity when it comes to responding to active scenes, responding to downed individuals. During active scenes, we're going to see response to robberies, shootouts, maybe groups, fights of the nature, even if it comes in time where we have to respond to entities. We have noticed that this department, the fracture healing services is an ever-changing thing, and whereas a lot of us have had experience in the past responding to a lot of active scenes and being in action as medics, we notice that the vast majority of you all do not. You guys have never had to respond to tankers blowing up the hospital or respond to an entity murdering all the wardens or a two gangs or families going at it in a little soul. And we need you to understand that you have to take caution and value your life above all else in order to be there to support and protect all others. If someone is an aggressor in a scene or they have a weapon, they are approaching you while you're trying to treat someone and they tell you to leave, you get up and you leave. If someone is actively still going around harming others in the middle of a scene, unless you have the ability to teleport in and teleport out, poof, poof, you stay out of it. If there are bullets flying, you do not cross that intersection to that block. If there are explosions happening, you stay away and you wait. We do not enter active scenes until they are cleared, until there is no more engagement. If someone is robbing someone that is knocked out on the ground, completely passed out, that is not your concern. Your concern is staying safe. Your concern is staying whole. Your concern is staying able bodied so that when that person leaves, when the scene is cleared, when people are available to be picked up, you can. We don't want any of us being put in positions to be threatened. We don't want any of us put in positions to be harmed. And that's just how things are and how they have to be. Same with wardens. When wardens make calls and they need you to respond to a situation that is happening or a scenario, you will switch over to TAC 1, which is Warden's radio, and you will be there for the response. You will be there, you will wait until they ask for you to be on scene. You will make a call saying that you are waiting for the scene to be cleared so that you may enter and address the situation. And you do not engage in any active battle or active protocol. We do have an emergency response ward that is being situated and being looked at that will come with a bit more detail and a bit more training when it
Very
comes to the
soon.
FTO program. Very soon, yes, in hand with the FTO
Very soon.
program. Our doctors and higher will be also refreshed on the duties of when it comes to emergency response and just medical care in general when it comes to being out in the field, knowing when to transport individuals, knowing how to take individuals away from immediate danger areas, taking people away from uh, like roads, at least to the sidewalk, making sure that you treat people in the shade at all times. Just very typical things when it comes to being doing EMT work.
And if I can just
Go
touch
ahead.
on something, there's something I want to mention regarding the wardens and scenes with them and everything. I want to just mention that we are not part of the wardens. We aid them, but we will not. We are still neutral in the situation. We're not to attempt to help them to arrest someone or things of that sort either. We're there to make sure everyone is safe and cared for. Nothing more, nothing else. I don't want to see doctors playing wardens, okay? Our duty is health, nothing else. We're not to play heroes, the situation. This is regarding not just wardens, but situations with the hunters as well. I'm sure everyone here has had situations with wardens or people they cared about with the hunters. And we've had situations recently where the hunters came here. I would rather, if possible, we avoid being in the way of the hunters. They have caused major issues to the hospital before, and we are a very public entity, and we do not need problems with the hunters. Okay, I've lost 2 hospitals to them. I would rather not lose the third. Yes, Junie?
I just have a question regarding the hunters. So obviously we want to help them. We want to help them no matter what, right? If they're harmed in any way, if the scene is clear, right?
Yes. You treat them like anyone else.
Okay. Um, well, I guess I just want some clarification on that because we had something that happened the other day where a hunter was down along with someone else, and the scene was clear, but when we went to assist the hunter, there were 2 people there that took the hunter down and said that if we assisted the hunter, they would harm us.
Okay. In that regard, you just wait. If the people are not letting you assist the hunter, that's what you can do. You do not start conflict with the people either. It is not our job to fight for people in that situation. And that's something that the wardens, for example, take care of now.
Okay. So in that situation, just kind of like back off, call the
Preferably there
wardens.
would be wardens, yes.
Yeah, in that
Okay.
situation, you back
You can
off.
defend yourself, but
yeah.
don't play a hero in this situation.
Yeah, if you need to
Understood.
defend yourself, you can. In that situation, back off, hop to Radio 1, say EMS to wardens. We have an active situation going on here where there is a downed individual that has been identified as possibly a hunter. We are being threatened not to pick them up and provide any medical care by individuals within the area. The area is coming across as hostile. We are requesting backup.
Personally, I would try to talk to the people, let them know. If anything, you could prioritize others first to try to get them to let you treat the person as well, because we don't want to just let someone hot on the ground, of course.
Yeah.
I would tell them to just, it's your job to help others no matter what they are.
Understood.
But if they don't let you, well, there's only so much you can do.
Awesome. Thank you for the clarification.
Of course. And if there's any questions of that sort, you can ask them here, or of course, we're always open for any inquiries or myself, be it in emails or texts or just in person as well. Okay, that was it from my end. Do we have anything else we'd like to talk on? Yes, Atlas?
I would like to say that once ERU is put in place, I will be doing a response and tactical training for anyone that would like to have more knowledge on responding to emergency calls in the wild.
Okay. I do have one thing to say. One more thing. And this is just a general statement across the board. I'm not singling out anyone. Okay. If you are found continuously disrespecting other members of staff, stepping in and overstepping your bounds on other people's active scenes, denying medical of numerous patients, and being kind of, instead of not even denying medical, but just being an infringing like malpractice, I guess you can say, not treating patients immediately, not paying attention to the people that are bleeding out and on the tables in front of you. Just overall, if your medical care is not up to standard and is really bringing down the efficiency and operations of this hospital, you will be let go effective like immediately as soon as I find out. None of you are in a position that is so drastic, so dire, and so important that you cannot be let go. You most certainly can. And with the many, many, many appointments and hiring interviews and requests that we have backed up, we will find replacements. And just as we have over the 9 months that this realm has had us within it, we will rebuild with whatever losses we may have. So please don't get beside yourself and think that whatever it is that you say and that you do goes unseen and will go unpunished if it is something that requires such. That's just one thing I want to make known because it has come to my attention at least a few times now that some people really do think so. Because apparently some of y'all think I ain't shit. And if I need to respond to you, I
Oh.
will.
Okay.
Okay.
Also,
Clock that tea.
if I may, uh, I've heard from a lot of people they have some concerns regarding the hour increase for the bonuses. I would like to mention that this did not come from us. This was a decision made by the medical board, and we just had to sort of implement it. With this, I am going to try to discuss the possibility of lowering it a little to maybe 13 hours, if possible. But anything more than that is not really going to be possible. The minimum hours are still 10 for the bi-weekly period. But yes, the bonuses will stay at about 14 for now. And depending on what is possible, we can see about lowering it to 13.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I believe.
We can go
Wait,
to
did anyone have any
promotions.
questions? I thought someone had a question just now. Are we good? We good? Okay, we're good. Yep, we could go on to promotions.
Okay, with this, we move to promotions. First of all, we would like to welcome Marcus Hopper to be our newest department chief, taking Jacob's position as our department chief on a trial basis.
Yay,
They're not here,
Marcus.
sadly. So, yay, Marcus! Yay! We love Marcus.
Woo.
Nobody's clapping. Okay,
Word.
next we have Faye as Terra, moving on to attending physician from senior doctor. Yay, Faye! She's also not here.
Woohoo.
This is really bad. Next, we
Woo.
have a few nurses moving up to doctor. We do not have any doctors moving to senior just yet. But we have Victor, Vincent, and Saint Lo, Lou,
Yeah.
two doctors from nurses. And the most fun part, the interns. We have Hylan moving up to nurse.
Yay!
Congratulations, Hylan.
Word.
From the people here, we also have Bennett moving up to nurse.
Yes!
Very surprising. Doing amazing work. Very proud of them. They're doing great work. Good job, Bennett.
Thank you.
Good job, Bennett.
And we also have Liam and Samuel Sava moving up to nurse. So congratulations to those who got promoted. And
Mhm. And we
I
will
believe-
say
oh, go ahead.
just good work to all of you. And just because you may not have been called at this meeting for a promotion does not mean that you have been overlooked, does not mean that we haven't discussed you, and does not mean that we don't see how much you are putting in and not that we don't value how much that you are putting in. Just because you weren't promoted right now doesn't mean that you can't be promoted literally in 3 seconds after I finish speaking about this. Tomorrow, the day after, or even next week. Or next year. But yeah. You all are doing great work.
A gentle reminder to the nurses and above here, please make sure not to leave your intern or any interns alone unattended. They are to be shadowing you their entire shift. That being said, if an intern is shadowing you, please make sure to do a progress report for them. And if you're unable to access the email to put it in their file, go ahead and send it to anyone else that is able to. That should be doctor and above.
Hey, could we get someone over at our location?
We're
is-
not
I
on
don't even
duty
know.
at the moment.
Sorry.
We're having a meeting. And no one is on
Ooh.
duty.
Ooh. Do you know how long?
It's almost over.
Just take her.
Okay, with this, I guess the meeting is adjourned.
And with that
Oh.
being said, ladies and gentlemen, and those either undecided or neither, it's been fun. It's been real. I love you all, but it is my time to step away from Fracture Healing Services. Vincent and
Gosh.
Celestine have already been made aware. Equipment has already been turned in. So, yeah.
Is
I'll
that
see
why
you
you're
on the flip
blonde?
side. I've been blonde for a while.
Yeah, we have to
Sorry.
it's now time that we say farewell to
Ricky,
our
I'm not
family
scared of
member.
you, Ricky.
Oh.
Why are you leaving me?
Unfortunately, yes,
part.
Ricky.
We are good to go
Yeah,
back
why
on
are you
duty.
leaving though?
Yes.
To
Yes.
put it
Okay, I'm
quite
gonna help on
simply,
the
I'm
other
just
radio
burnt
and see what if they still need us.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm just burnt out. I
Snot
have other
falls in her
things
hair.
that require my attention that are just pulling me away from here, and it's not fair to me.
Bonjour, I am from Healing Services. Do you guys still need us?
Yes, we
coming up
do.
to the
Alright, I'm
hospital.
coming on duty right now.
Say that you're leaving.
A helicopter? Or I'm just gonna bring her because she's bleeding out.
Wish you the best.
Okay. In that case, I will meet you downstairs.
Then I had to that be staying up in Sandy Shores just to see if it's still there.
To head back to the office and start that